Marriage and weddings. In Judaism, marriage is considered a sacred institution. It is considered a holy covenant between a man and a woman, both bound by God and holiness, Kedusha. In Jewish tradition, marriage is fulfillment of God's divine plan. Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. Genesis 1:28. Also, it is not good for man to be alone. I will make for him a companion. Genesis 2:18. One who does not have a wife lives without joy, without bliss, without happiness. In a wedding, the bride and groom play the roles of Adam and Eve in the genesis of a new family. In Judaism, a wedding is a holy act. It is as important as living and dying. The marriage ceremony is called the Kedushin, sanctification, and it is sacred, for it teaches that marriage is God's way of creating generation after generation. The groom is called the Katan. The bride is called the Kala. The ceremony begins with the parents walking their son or daughter down the aisle. In Jewish weddings, the groom stands on the left and the bride stands to the right side of the groom. The entire Jewish ceremony will include 8 basic symbols and rituals. Bedecken, the veiling before the ceremony. Chuppah, marriage canopy. The wine. The rings. 7 blessings. The breaking of the glass. Ketubah, marriage contract. Yikud, alone time between bride and groom. A chuppah is a wedding canopy. It is usually made out of silk, satin, or velvet and is decorated. It has 4 poles that can either be held by friends of the bride and the groom, but is much easier when all 4 poles reach the ground. The origin of the chuppah can be explained in a variety of ways. Some say that the chuppah resembles the tents used in ancient Israel. Some say the chuppah is a symbol of the new home being created after the marriage. The word chuppah means to cover with garlands. So some might say the chuppah is symbolic of the laurel wreath worn by the bride and the groom during the marriage ceremony in Talmudic times. During the Middle Ages, when marriages were performed in the synagogue, it became customary to erect the type of chuppah still in use today. After the couple drink twice from 1 or 2 cups of wine under the chuppah, rings are exchanged, symbolizing an unbroken circle of the relationship. After this, special blessings called the Sheva Brakot, 7 blessings, are usually read by the rabbi or cantor, which mark the moment of the Jewish marriage. These blessings can also be read by family or friends. The 7 blessings are as follows. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who has created everything for your glory. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, creator of human beings. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who has fashioned human beings in your image, according to your likeness, and has fashioned from it a lasting mold. Blessed are you, Adonai, creator of human beings. Bring intense joy and exaltation through the ingathering of her children, Jerusalem. Blessed are you, Adonai, and the one who gladdens Zion, Israel, through her children's return. Gladden the beloved companions as you gladden your creatures in the Garden of Eden. Blessed are you, Adonai, who gladdens this couple. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who created joy and gladness, loving couples, mirth, glad song, pleasure, delight, love, loving communities, peace and companionship. Adonai, our God, let there soon be heard in the cities of Judah and the streets of Jerusalem the sound of joy and the sound of gladness, the voice of the loving couple, the sound of their jubilance from their canopies and of the youths from their song-filled feasts. Blessed are you who causes the couple to rejoice, one with the other. At the end of a Jewish wedding ceremony, there is an old ritual that involves stomping on an empty wine glass or even a light bulb. Everyone will shout Mazel Tov, and then the party is led to singing, dancing, and celebration. What is the meaning of the breaking of the glass? Some would say that this ritual refers to the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem. The shattering is looked at as a reminder of the loss of Jewish independence by the Romans in 70 CE. Some say that the noise of the breaking glass will scare away evil spirits. Whichever is true, it is an old Jewish custom, and the glass is always wrapped in a cloth, so when crushed, nobody gets hurt. The ketubah is a marriage contract, and if you've ever read one, you would immediately think that it was written to benefit a woman, or to support women's rights in a Jewish marriage. It was created by Simeon ben Shattuck in 80 BCE and is a legal document. It is written in Aramaic, and it spells out the legal obligation of the husband to his wife, even if he dies or they get divorced. There are no obligations suggested in the ketubah of the wife to her husband. Some of the obligations listed in the ketubah are: a lump sum of money will be left to her in death or divorce, to support her through the life of the marriage financially and sexually. With so much to plan during a wedding, the guests, the flowers, the wedding cake, the ceremony, it is very easy to get caught up with everything, and the experience of the wedding can feel lost in the commotion. Because of this, Jews have special moments to focus and remember what the wedding is all about. Yikud are these special moments, and it basically means alone time between the bride and the groom. They are encouraged to take advantage of these rare moments when they are not mingling with their guests. For example, just before the ceremony, the bride and groom will meet for a short personal ceremony called a bedkin, covering. During this time, the couple will take a moment and affirm their intentions to one another. In older times, this moment would be when the man unveils his bride to make sure he was marrying the right woman. The yikud is usually after the ceremony. The couple has fasted all day, so during this alone time together, they will separate themselves from their guests so they can share their first meal together, or even a snack, as husband and wife.